St. Olaf is a college for those who want to live and learn in community with one another. It's a place where the road to discovery leads through other people. When Olis gather, they talk about the experiences they shared, their favorite professors, the friends they made and still have. We've always believed that when you bring students together, put an idea in front of them, and launch a proposition, the process of sharing, challenging, reformulation, and synthesis ultimately leads to new insights and to knowledge. And it's important that knowledge, not victory in argument, is the goal. All of us are passionate about our beliefs, but we hold that an underlying civility based on regard for one another and respect for rational thinking is essential to learning.
When I transferred into St. Olaf, I came with the expectation that I was going to be going to college, but I'm leaving with the knowledge that it was something much more than that. It didn't take me long to realize that this was a special place and a special community, and a place that, quite frankly, I wanted to be a part of.
Students come to St. Olaf to get a great education, and we do get a great education. We have awesome humanities and a really great science program and the best professors that you can find at any university. But St. Olaf students also come to St. Olaf because they want to learn how to be better people.
I looked at it more on a topical level, where I saw the beautiful buildings and I saw the beautiful people and how nice everyone was, and the community just seemed so well knit. But I didn't really know exactly how expansive and vast the St. Olaf community was. St. Olaf is a place where you don't have to worry about being stuck in a practice room all day. Like, music wasn't going to be my entire life. And that's kind of what really kind of made me gravitate towards the school. And then upon visiting, I was like, okay, game over. Like, I'm totally going there.
One of the many great things about St. Olaf alumni is how generous they are with their time, and I learned that firsthand during interim this year. I spent the whole month shadowing 19 different Olis with law degrees, from public defenders to people working with corporate law. I was able to have many different experiences, and that all started when I contacted Lynn Anderson. She gave me more contact information for other people I could meet with, and pretty soon I just had an entire month filled with different shadowing experiences and meetings with people working with the law. At the end of interim, Lynn took me out to dinner to celebrate the end of my journey and just to talk about the different things that I learned. And I just expressed gratitude for all of the many things that she did to help me make all these connections and gain all these great experiences. And her response was, "You're welcome, Rachel, but be sure to pay it forward." And that really resonated with me, because it really made me understand that once I leave St. Olaf, I want to come back and help students just like me gain those experiences while they're here and really be able to experience the working world with the help from those connections that you have just from both being Olis.
We're singing the words. We're not just singing for the beauty of music. We're singing for that love that St. Olaf is always trying to profess and to spread out, all the way across the country. And I guess I didn't really know that, exactly how expansive that was until we went on tour. Our first concert was in Washington, and I didn't know what to expect. I don't know, it's in Washington. Who's gonna know about some little, liberal arts school in Minnesota? So we show up to this beautiful, just beautiful concert hall, and we walk out on stage, and there's 1,600 people just completely, filled this entire space. And it was just unbelievable. There's just this energy. You don't know who's in the audience, you don't know what those people are going through. And the only way to really connect to them, the only way to really, fill them with this joy, this love that St. Olaf professes, is to invest yourself completely and utterly emotionally into the piece. And for them to receive that, that's what we ended up doing, and it was just unbelievable to actually experience that and to see that happen.
My name is Nadia Pramudita. I'm from Bandung, Indonesia, and I went to United World College of the Atlantic in Wales, UK. I work as an Oli caller, and in my job, I talk to alumni over the phone. The Oli callers had a meeting with President Anderson once, and he said that the world that we live in the future will be very multicultural. And by adding the diversity in the college is one of the ways that the college can prepare us to live in the future world. And hearing that as an international student, I feel very happy and feel honored that I'm adding the diversity to the campus.
When you're a St. Olaf student studying abroad, you're not a tourist at all. And my professor really pushed me to experience the culture and the language, and I got just such a great perspective of the world, and that really opened my eyes and caused me to change what I want to do. And now, instead of pre-veterinary science, I'm studying psychology and I'm majoring in French, and I have a management concentration. So it was so eye-opening, and I wouldn't be able to do that at any other school, and traveling as an Ole is different.
When I originally came here, I had no idea what I wanted to major in. So it was great to kind of start my first year out by testing all the waters and meeting all sorts of professors in different areas. And eventually I kind of landed on history as a major, not only because it interested me, but because it was fun. And that was just, one of the many kind of blessings that fell upon me here at Olaf. I was continually part of the varsity soccer team and won the MIAC championship here my junior year. Being part of the soccer team is something that I'll always be thankful for. It was like a brotherhood. We all kind of help each other out with different problems we're having in our lives, whether that's school or, it's a bunch of guys who are all friends and love to play the game of soccer. So it was something that, I'll always be thankful for. And guys that I'll always want to keep in touch with outside of college.
I knew that something special was going to happen. I didn't know if it was going to be that I'd meet my best friend. I didn't know if it would be that I'd meet my husband. I didn't know what, but now I know what it is. I have come full circle. I grew up in a Lutheran home, but I didn't go to chapel my freshman year. Second semester, I had a professor who announced that he was going to be giving the chapel talk. So I decided I would go, just to get some brownie points. So as I watched my professor stand up in front of the congregation and tell his faith story, I realized that this is a special place. And they did have other aspects of their life that they were concerned with or that they cared about. And the fact that it was religion really stuck with me, and it made me want to pursue my faith a little bit more. I lost my way for a while, and now I've come back and I'm actually being confirmed here in Bow Chapel on March 10th. I've refound my faith, and St. Olaf has played a huge part in that.
One day in Mike Lemming's Death, Dying, and Bereavement class, which is actually a class about life, not about death, he had us stop before we even started class and stand in the center of the room and dance the hokey pokey. And we had to put our right arm in and our right arm out and shake it all about. But then when it got to the end, the part when you put your whole self in, he stopped the music and we all stood around the classroom in silence. He paused and he said, This, my friends, is what it's all about. Put your whole self in. And I'll always be thankful for that moment, because that's when I truly felt like everything came together. My desire to want to change the world, and the community and the ability that St. Olaf has given me to put my whole self in.
We never really think about the places that we're in until we leave them. And so I'm only expecting that I'll miss St. Olaf, when I graduate. Whether it was the opportunities to network with alumni or provide me with a skill set in my education, I'll forever be grateful for what St. Olaf's given me and the doors that it's opened for me. St. Olaf's a place that provides everything that matters and everything that makes college special.
The people who've graduated here loved what this place stands for and loved their time here. So they want to stay connected and they want to still be a part of this. And I think that's why the St. Olaf community is so loving and it's so vast. It's because it's all for the love of this tradition.
I think alumni are important for a lot of different reasons. And I feel like alumni can give a lot of different gifts in a lot of different ways. And I think one of the most special things about that is that regardless of what types of gifts they give, whether it's time, whether it's monetary, they're all going to be received with a great smile and an even bigger thanks, because I know that every professor, faculty member, and student here at St. Olaf will be thankful for everything that alumni do and everything that they will want to do as alumni themselves.
it keeps getting better. And I'm going to keep learning and discovering new wonderful things about St. Olaf, and I feel so lucky to be able to do that and lucky to be here and to be a student at St. Olaf.
In my job, I talk to alumni over the phone, and usually the first thing that they notice is an accent that is not from around here. And usually they'll give me a trick or two about surviving the harsh Minnesotan winter, and then I'll make my segue on how their annual gifts keep the dorms warm. And I also tell the alumni that their gifts support the scholarships, and scholarships are especially important for the international student. I received the Service Leadership Scholarship, and I'm very grateful for that because it enables me to enroll in St. Olaf.
When I was looking at schools to go to, I really didn't think I'd be able to afford St. Olaf, but the scholarships and the financial aid really did make the difference. And I'm so grateful for all the contributions from alumni that made me going here possible. And I really couldn't imagine going anywhere else.
I came into St. Olaf knowing the kind of person I wanted to be, but wasn't that person yet. That person cared about their community and wanted to be involved and wanted to volunteer and wanted to keep learning. And I finally am that person. I'm curious, I'm passionate, I love helping people. I think that St. Olaf makes you want to be the best version of yourself. And as I go out into the world in a few months, even though it's really scary, I know I'm ready. And it's because I'm an Ole, and I get to be that for the rest of my life, even when I'm not on the hill.
I'm so thankful for everything that St. Olaf has given me, especially the support of every alum, every Ole, every person who's come before me to make the experience that I have here possible. Because without them, the kind of dreams that I have, the kind of things that I want to do, wouldn't be possible.
When I welcome new students to campus, I tell them that in coming to St. Olaf, they've been given a great gift. Over their 4 years on campus, they come to appreciate the many traditions and values that live on at the college. The best way for us to appreciate St. Olaf today is to hear the voices of the Oles who continue to walk the paths we walk, and to hope that their journeys will carry them far.